I want to start the update this week with some really positive news. We've come so far with our vaccination programme, and it's been fantastic to see people of all ages coming forward for vaccination, with almost 80% of adults now fully vaccinated. This is having a real and significant impact on the disease profile here, with vaccines now preventing at least 10,000 cases and about 500 hospital admissions every week. If we didn't have vaccination, our current 14-day incidence would be approximately 1,000 per 100,000, and we would be seeing up to 50 people admitted to hospital for every 1,000 cases reported. Instead, we are seeing about 20 people admitted to hospital for every 1,000 cases reported. All of this is positive, and it demonstrates the real-world effectiveness of these vaccines. And it is this effectiveness, combined with basic public health measures, which has allowed so many parts of our society to reopen and to stay open, despite the presence of the much more transmissible Delta variant. However, we must not become complacent. We've reported over 10,000 cases in the last week alone, and while we have very high incidence across Donegal, Monaghan, Mayo, Galway, Louth and Cavan in particular, incidence is rising across all 26 counties. And while incidence is particularly high in those aged 16 to 29 years, incidence is now rising across all age groups. Unfortunately, all of this disease activity means that some people are becoming very unwell. At the beginning of July, we had an average of 7 admissions per day to hospital. Over the past week, we've recorded 31 admissions per day. In early July, less than one person was being admitted to ICU on average per day. Over the last week, we have seen 4 admissions to ICU per day. Given the level of disease that is now circulating in our communities, it is essential that we all do what we can to deny this virus opportunities to transmit. This does not mean that we have to stay at home, but it does mean that we need to be careful in what we do, even if fully vaccinated. First and foremost, if you have any symptoms that you're concerned about, please isolate and get a test immediately. And this includes symptoms like headache, sore throat, and blocked or runny nose. Meet up with others outdoors if at all possible, and try to meet up in small groups and to avoid crowds. If you are attending an event, remember to keep your distance from others and to wear a mask. And remember also that transmission can occur before or after an event, so take precautions if you're meeting up with people before or afterwards, or if you're travelling on public transport or in cars with other people. And remember, if you are at an event and you don't feel safe, then leave. And finally, if you've yet to get your second vaccine dose, then please come forward and avail of it as soon as it is available to you. Thank you.